Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaks loose at the 40. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Second down after that previous play. The shotgun running play call. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle with the line of scrimmage.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 25. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. A great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
The Nittany Lions looking to cash in this red zone trip. Handoff to the right side. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Chris, this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now is guessing what's coming next. Now they're in that goal-to-goal situation. Can they punch it in and get the touchdown they deserve?
Offense facing second and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, what a great job by this defense. They have really tightened things up here inside the 10-yard line. Seems like they're almost daring the offense to go for it here on fourth down. Let's see what the decision is.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The pass is intercepted.
Now, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
Inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. And the Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up. He'll drop back here on 3rd down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
The Wolverines will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. And he drops back in the gun. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down inside their own 40. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the grab, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Big gain. Catch made at the 30. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Now the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Pressure is coming. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. He's got his man in the open field. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. And the Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And here's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Penn State. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good team.
It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. So the 2-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. The kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Grab made by the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The short completion to the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. And he'll set up to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Wolverines come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it. Finding some room with the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Gets the ball off as it's hit, but it's incomplete.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Powers through. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. There's a screen pass to the running back. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. They're going to run it. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Second down and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Down he goes. A sack. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up. Sometimes you can get sacked.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it near the end zone. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they won the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Tackle made after a big gain. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down. Looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Trying to extend the play. Using his legs here. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on the football.
Well, already playing with the lead here in the national championship, this defense is opportunistic. Eyes on the football, running to the ball in good team pursuit. When that ball hits the ground, they jump on top of it for a critical turnover.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the route is on. That's another touchdown, a dream performance from this running back in the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they are struggling.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And
Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And the Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one,
lofting it toward the left sideline. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And here comes a deep shot. Catch made inside the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. The Wolverines come up to the line in the hurry-up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Getting serious. The offense going for it inside their own 30. Quick throw to the left side. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. They moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the quarterback dropping back. Dump off caught by the running back. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
He'll pitch it. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So play number 7 on this drive is a third down and goal. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the beatdown continues. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship.
Look at this. They flip it to the kicker. Who's going to try to run for it? And he's stopped short. The two-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. And the defense is there to smother it. They were all over the option play that time.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
And this defense is all over it. Instead of giving up on this series, giving up that touchdown, they are flying around trying to protect that goal line.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Touchdown, Penn State. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out.
And they fake it and find the tight end. And he's not going to get there. Stopped short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option. Here comes the bunch formation. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
And the Nittany Lions line up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Gain sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And they're looking down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, 3rd down, and you're able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
And they will trot out the field goal team here. It's a fake, looking to throw for it here. Makes the grab. It's Brooks. He's swarmed by the defense. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And the result is going to be a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds the receiver wide open. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's running out of time here. He just kept going backwards. Don't know what he was thinking there, but that is a massive loss.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions.